Hi, and welcome to Information Systems Management, Info331. Hi, I'm Dr. Glenda Holcomb, and over the next 8 weeks, we are going to explore what is information, what is an information system, and how information and data is used in the everyday world. The topic is not as hard as you first thought. I know a lot of my students first think that, oh man, I'm not going to get anything out of this class, I'm not going to understand it. But what you have to understand is that you are a part of it. Now, I grew up in the North Georgia mountains where, information was walking to tell someone or picking up the party line phone. Not exactly an efficient way of communicating and getting data and information from place to place, but it certainly worked for our time. But today, it is so different. Information is everywhere, from your Facebook, Twitter, and other social network profiles to your favorite music that you play, from the information saved by companies on their employees and to conduct business, to information saved by your school, from all of your computer searches when you just Google it, to anything on your mobile phone and the contents there. Information is everywhere. In fact, the amount of information that we store is growing at a tremendous rate. Every day, we create 2.5 quintillion bytes of data. So much of that data, in fact 90% of that digital data in the world today, was created in just the last 2 years. That's the equivalent of a 60-foot high wall of iPads, stretching from Edinburgh to Oman in the Middle East. Now, how do we manage all of that data? Well, we have to store it, we have to find it, create it, and it's hardware and software that help us do that. We depend on this information system to help us create, store, find, and access. Governments use information systems to provide systems cost-effectively to its citizens, manages the economy, and it even helps gather taxes. Yes, I know, we all hate to pay those. But how do you use an information system? Well, all of our digital goods and services are done and managed and operated by some type of information system. Whether you do gaming, digital books, online banking, or yes, just trying to find your place from point A to point B. So, what are those information systems? Well, you've got to be able to store information. Well, that means a database of some sort. You store it on a server, or now that infamous cloud. That data, that information has to be organized. You have to be able to relate different pieces of data based on what you need at any given time. Well, that's going to be based on the data schema, again, being pulled out of a database. You want the information when you want it and in a format you want it. So that depends on search engines, networks, computers, your smart platforms. You want your services. So whether it's banking or you want to know who is the most popular celebrity this week, all of that depends on going out using algorithms, smart algorithms or artificial intelligence, interfaces into lots of databases, lots of information stores to bring that back and then display. You want the information ranked so that you know what has the highest probability of meeting your need at that time. And then, of course, and the big boogeyman out there is we all want it secure. We don't want 14 other people getting that credit card in our name. So this takes applications, it takes biometrics hardware, smart applications, certificates. All of these integral pieces go into making up this information system. And I know that now at this point it seems like bring me a rock. How do I know a database? How do I know a computer? How do I know what piece of information I need? But it's not that hard. Information systems helps us make all of our connections in the world, and it moves us forwards. So let's enjoy the next 8 weeks. We're going to learn a little bit about everything, but let's take into the next 8 weeks a famous quote by Steve Jobs. The ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. So let's go have fun.